I mean, being in a relationship with a former adult film star, was that part of the problem? I mean, because I remember there's a situation where you were a guest of honor at the United States Marine Corps and you canceled it because they didn't want you to bring her with you.
That is correct, and it was just I was in love with the woman. I was in love with her, and as I went through my therapist, I come to realize that he pretty much said, you know what, Tito, you can't save your mom, and it hit me hard, man. I was like, wow, I really didn't understand it, but I mean, I was like I said, I was in love with the woman. She's very smart, very bright woman, beautiful, and when she started using drugs, or OxyContin, and she was eating 80 milligrams, 3 or 4 times a day, and it was just it became an addiction problem that I saw exact resemblance of my parents, and I don't want to lose everything I had. You gotta understand, man. I live on the water in Huntington Beach. I have a beautiful mansion. I have a boat behind my house. I live on the ocean. I have a Rolls Royce Phantom. I have Porsche Panamera. I have everything I've always wanted to as a kid. Everything I've always wanted to as a kid. And all of a sudden I was gonna lose everything. I wasn't gonna do what my dad did. My dad owned a business and he lost everything because of heroin. Well, she was doing the same thing and she was losing everything. She blew through $8 million in a 4-year period. I was taken back by it. I just told her, "What you're not gonna have any money one day." She's like, "I don't care. Don't tell me how to spend my money." I was like, "You know what? You'll find out the hard way." And that was the end of our relationship, pretty much. And I was making great money through UFC, and I continued to fight. And I just, as being a single parent at the time was hard. It lasted about a year and a half, and I finally met my soulmate Amber, and she saved my life. She had my back. I finally had someone who supported me. I had somebody who would lift me up and not cut me down every day. I was with my ex, and every single day I'd come home, she'd say how shitty of a dad I was, or how shitty of a person I was, or how shitty of a fighter I was. And that shit could eat you up alive. And I had to do a reality check, and I did a reality check, and I changed my life. And I changed my life, and I got out of that toxic water. And let me tell you, I looked back in that fishbowl, and I didn't want to go back in it, man. I was like, hell no. And one of my trainers, Jason Perillo, who's with me here in New York, and we'll do training after our interview, but I train while I'm here for the next couple of days. But he told me, go get your soul out of her purse, and I kind of heckled about it. I laughed. I was like, dude, shut up. He's like, no, seriously, dude, you're a different person right now. And I did that, man, and I made that decision. And I said, you know what, enough's enough. And in 2012, March 21st, I remember the date perfect, I went and got a restraining order, and I got full custody of my kids. And my life changed. And I look back right now, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I come to realize that my therapist knew. I was trying to save my mom, and I couldn't do it. And my whole life, people always told me I couldn't do something. I always proved them wrong. And this first time in my life, I couldn't prove them wrong. And I'm a man of my word, and I'm try to be a great father to my kids. It's really, really important to me.